Apparently nobody wants to play this.
Yeah, I'm sure it had nothing to do with their
Wait,
7-person incompetent team.
Do we have Farfetch news on our news?
No, we do not have Farfetch news because no one plays that game anymore.
Yeah.
That's not true. Over the last week, there was a catching thing where worldwide you had to catch 3 billion Pokemon, and we did it.
I
So
can't
now
believe
for
we did
like
it.
48 hours, everybody everywhere can catch a Farfetch. So go.
Yeah, you know what? I really thought this was going to be something where it'd be like, oh no, we're not going to make it. And then at the last minute, like, oh, what a miraculous event. We caught up like 1 billion Pokemon and we made it. But no, they gave pretty reliable updates throughout the event showing like where everything was at. And yeah, we got it. Everyone get their Farfetched.
There are apparently more people catching in Pokemon Go than there is in Ultra Sun and Moon because they also have a global catch challenge going on.
Oh, yeah?
For 10 million, going on for 2 weeks. It closes out, I think, tomorrow. And last I checked, we were at like 4.5.
Yeah, but it's a lot easier to catch in Pokemon Go.
Thank you very much,
You just like
Callie.
literally,
Okay,
we
but
got out
still.
our Pokemon Go Pluses for the first time in ages, and we caught like 1,000 Pokemon.
10 million, 3 billion.
Oh yeah, it's a huge number difference.
It is.
Yeah, I did you go out and catch your Farfetch and your Suicune yet?
Not yet. I mean, I have my what's the
I have
dog
a
called? I thought it was Suicune.
What, Suicune?
Listen. I've heard like when I was a kid, I called it Suicune. So yeah, I mean,
You know, I think I used to call it that too. It's sweet like water. Sweet
Why
is
are
how
you
you say
kids
water. And then,
retarded?
Okay, well, I got 4 of those yesterday. I went 4 for 4.
that's
And
pretty good.
I haven't seen a Farfetch'd yet, but I'll probably get it within the
but
next
yeah,
day or
they just went out live last night, so I think they're only around for 48 hours. So better
yeah,
go get
there was
'em.
like 10 that popped up in my house. They're not a rare spawn.
Ain't got to
If
worry
you're
about
listening to this on the podcast, they might be gone already.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about Kangaskhan. I got that one already.
Why are you
I
idiots
hate
How
still
did you
you
get
playing
so
this
much.
game?
Kangaskhan?
Because I had a friend log into my account over
In Australia?
No, it was in the UK for that weird
for that event.
that mall event. Yep.
I hate you so
Which
much.
means I also have a Mr. Mime. So
I hope you
So
don't
now
get
Farfetch is the last region exclusive you need, right?
sure is.
You'll just need
Fuck
Corsola after
well,
that,
and
right?
Corsola. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about Corsola.
Yeah, I still haven't gotten my Farfetch'd.
Yeah, well, you got, I think, till tomorrow night.
I've been
to do
keeping
it.
an eye on it.
cares?
Oh yeah, of course, because Chris isn't involved in this because he can't be the best. That means he doesn't like it. Shut
This
the
game
fuck
is
up.
shit. You guys even said this game is shit.
You know what other game is shit? Yu-Gi-Oh.
You know what we haven't talked about in Pokemon Go? The EX raids and how that is
How
a
it's
big,
awful?
big bunch of shit. Fuck.
Oh, I like them.
The EX raids are a dumpster fire.
Yeah, but we talked about
Oh,
that
oh,
back
yeah.
when they
My
first
area.
came out.
Yeah, we knew that.
Yeah, nothing's
And
changed.
why do you guys still play this game despite that dumpster fire?
Well, because that's only one aspect of the fucking game.
There's still like plenty to do.
Yeah.
Dude, I live in the
This is like the same shit as loot boxes.
I live
You're
in-
enabling them.
No.
Yeah, you play Hearthstone, which is slowly fucking you with every expansion that comes out.
I
Oh
stopped.
my
I
God,
stopped.
that's different. That's a card box. That's card packs.
They're loot boxes.
They're card packs.
No, they're the same fucking thing.
It's the same fucking
Same
thing.
fucking thing. Yeah,
Yes,
it's all the
it
same
is.
thing. So you're just as complicit as any of us.
It just happens to be in...
Except Hearthstone is an actual game.
I mean, it's
So
a
is
card
Pokemon
game.
There's
Go.
a competitive aspect to this game, which you guys don't mention on your
Not-
checkpoint.
We talked about
Radio
Hearthstone
show.
for all of like 45 seconds.
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen. Not every game has to be competitive.
This is totally competitive. This game,
Have you? Have,
I have more Pokédex entries than Joe does now.
I
I'm
fucking hate
winning.
him for it.
I'm winning.
No, it
That's
doesn't.
not.
Not every game.
esports
Listen,
competitive.
not every game has to be competitive.
Dark Souls is, well, I guess it was a little bit with the PvP.
PvP.
But not
Yeah.
really competitive. Not for me anyway.
Is FF14 competitive?
There's PvP in that.
Well, yeah, there's PvP,
There's
but you don't.
PvP, and only I'd say, and anyone who's going for world first. But in terms of competition, like FF11 had competition. The 14 does not have.
Yeah,
that.
Hang on.
14's PvP isn't even competitive.
Hang on. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah,
Is
not
because
really.
to be competitive, when you lose, that you have to lose something. If there's no stakes involved, then it's overall not competitive. Just because they have leaderboards does not make FF14 competitive. All they're doing is tracking specific matches to be able to put you at rank.
FF14 is like when kids play quote unquote soccer in like their early years and they just throw a bunch of balls on the field and everyone goes and kicks stuff around.
Dude, think about it. Like what
was the best game
What
ever.
purpose does ranked matches serve? They serve to get unique items, and no one wants those unique items. So no one does it. And there's not a competitive scene. There's no competition that has been that has been injected into FF14 at any level. So why does Pokemon Go need to be competitive?
I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm just saying Hearthstone is a better game than Pokemon Go because it has a competitive aspect.
I would argue.
That doesn't make it a better game.
Throwing that argument out, I'm saying Hearthstone is a game because it has like cards and interactions and decks and all kinds of deck building and all kinds of interactions with other players. Pokemon Go is.
Do you have your Farfetch'd yet?
No, I don't care.
No. The aspect of it that makes it a game is the thing that you don't want to do, which is get off your fat fucking ass.
Oh my god!
He wants no. That's really the problem because that's what makes
I
it
don't
the game.
have
Shut
to do
the
that.
fuck up.
I don't have to do that. I could just
Man, shut the fuck up. Don't. No. Stop trying to get me off my fucking point, you dumb shit. Here's what makes Pokemon Go a game. Because you have to go out into the world to be able to fill up your decks. You've got to go, unless you live in the Safari Zone, unless you're fucking lucky like me, and there's way more people, which there are way more people like you than there are like me, which actually makes it, that's the unfair aspect, which means that you fat ass have to get up and travel to where I am or where the Pokemon are to be able, shut up, your mic is not even on, you dip. Fucking God, listen for a second. Instead of trying to make your own point, it's not, they're both fucking games. They're both games. The fact that one has a competitive aspect does not make it inherently better from the other one.
I said that, but you confused me on that. I don't care about that competitive aspect. I'm saying that because you can play with other people and you have like more deck building aspects and stuff, and you can actually play the game, requires thought and stuff. That makes Hearthstone a game.
Oh, okay. All right. So by definition, I guess Final Fantasy VII wasn't a game because you can't play it with other people.
When did I ever say that?
Is that not following the same thread of logic?
No, I never even mentioned another person.
I think,
correct me then.
What you're saying is Pokemon Go is on its whole mindless.
Yeah, it requires no thought, no skill, unless you.
It requires you getting off your stupid fat ass to be able to do it, which you don't want to do, clearly.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Has an autoplay option.
So going to the gym is a game. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know.
sport.
Do I get points out of it?
I mean, I guess if you have a fitness app.
If we were doing the Wii Fit.
Look at
Well, they made the Wii Fit into a game.
Is my fitness
look at-
app a game because I get points?
Yeah.
Does it have a? Well, I mean, literally, the definition of a game is does it have a fail state?
I mean, does
Does it
that
have a
make
win
it
state and a fail state?
But that's not even true because there are games that don't have permanent fail states anymore. The fail state is variable, right? The fail state in something like Dark Souls is fair, right? That's the balanced part of it.
Well, the fail state is just death.
But where's
reset back to your normal.
where's the fail state in FF14?
I mean, I would say that the fail state is still death. It's not as punishing.
It's
a fail
resetting,
state.
and it's incrementally having your durability wear down on your gear. But
Sure.
if you have a crafting job, you can work
Right.
around that.
The fail state's not punishing, but there is a fail state.
What's really the consequence for death? What's really the consequence for failure?
If we want to talk to the Merriam definition of a game, activity engaged in for diversion or amusement.
Oh,
That's all it takes.
Okay.
well then,
If
yeah, going to the
something
gym, I guess.
amuses you or distracts you, it's a game.
So what you're arguing, Juxta, is if it's a video game.
I'll argue that
going to the
Hearthstone
gym
guess-
is a good game and Pokemon Go is a bad game.
I'm just going to point out that same argument rotated around Gamergate of what constitutes a video game and what doesn't constitute a video game, because people saw things like Dear Esther or Depression Quest and flipped the fuck out and goes, "That's not a video game. That's not a video game."
Yeah,
Right? Am I right or am I wrong?
It was years ago, but I do remember people losing their shit over that. That's a narrative story.
Look,
Okay.
really, Juxta, all you have to admit is that you became disenfranchised with it. You don't have fun anymore with it, and that's fine, but that
Really,
doesn't
but-
mean
but
that we
in Japan
can't still
especially-
enjoy it.
Right.
But
Visual
do
novels
you?
can count as games, though.
Yeah, not on the same level, but as something that I can just open up and catch some stuff, or if a new
Here's
thing
the
comes
thing,
out,
dude.
yeah.
A game. Listen, the goal of Pokemon Go was never to have it up all the time on your phone, because no one can operate their phone anymore. If that's the case, they've got to get a second phone. No one is going to do that. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say no one is going to do that.
Some guy hit level 40 real quick.
The only people that did that are the people who show up to raids with 3 phones and you go, who the fuck are you
Yep.
and what are you doing? And those are the people who have problems with self-control. We were all into it when it started, but no game is meant to be played 24/7 and not and at the expense of all other things, right? Like but that's sort of what we expect with an MMO, because we've wanted to put in long-term investment to an MMO. And now that we have MMOs with quicker dev cycles and that they've got to keep up with other games, that, our expectations can't be met, I think, as gamers, either by Square Enix or a lot of these other companies, because there were different punishments for death in different games. You know what the punishment for death in Ultima Online was?
Lost all your shit.
You lost all your shit that you had on you, unless everyone has a bank. There's a public bank that you can put your stuff in, and that way it won't get ganked. And you can make houses in that world, and in there you have a protected space for your stuff. And now we can do that with graphics engines like you can with Age of Conan. So someone is going to need to figure out what that sweet spot in between Ultima Online and Age of Conan is to be able to deliver the next phase of MMOs. And I think that might be Ashes of Creation.
Could be.
It
We're
might be.
so hopeful.
I could be wrong, but it could be Ashes of Creation.
Fingers crossed. Well, we'll probably never know what actually went into the unusually amicable split between Square